if you have not seen Get Out, do not watch this review. Go see the movie, then watch this review. Okay? Okay. Get Out is directed by Jordan Peele and stars Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams. And of course, earlier this year, this movie got a lot of hype, and it was definitely deservedly so. This is one of the best movies I have seen in this decade. This is a fantastic movie. The best thing about this movie is the screenplay. Jordan Peele has been working on this screenplay since 2008, and you can really see all of the work that has gone into it. Yes, you can boil this movie down to a horror comedy if you want to be so condescending, but this script features so many things that are so relevant to today, mainly the way it brings up the themes of racism in America today. But what I like about this movie is that it's not racism like conservative Confederate flag waving racism. No, this is liberal racism. It is people who appear to be friendly and love black people, but who are actually at the heart of who they are, racist people. And sometimes they're not even conscious of it. And the way Jordan Peele is able to show this in this script is so brilliantly done that he should honestly win the Best Screenplay Award at the Oscars for this, because this is just a tremendous accomplishment what he has done with this screenplay. And I don't think I've ever seen a screenplay that has really hit upon the social nerve of the country at its time as well as this film has. But it's not just the screenplay that Jordan Peele nailed, because he's also showed that he is a fantastic director in this movie. He really knows when to hold a shot, when to cut. His editing is superb in this movie, but he also does a great job of building these scenes, building toward the reveals in this movie, because they come very slowly. They don't just all get given to you at once, like in the movie like The Accountant, when J.K. Simmons sits down and explains the plot, all of it in one scene. No, this movie has good pacing. It knows when to give you that reveal, when to hold back, when to just draw out a little bit more. And what I like so much about this movie is, yes, there is something sinister going on that is super obvious from the beginning, but you don't really know what's going on. And the movie doesn't make it super obvious what's going on. And it's so much worse than what you would initially expect. And I will say right now that I think this movie does a really great job, because there is this mystery building around this film, but once the mystery is revealed, once the movie shows its hand, it has not run out of ideas. It has ways to keep the movie interesting, even though the mystery aspect of it is gone, because so many movies, the mystery is the only thing they have, so they don't have a good payoff. This movie has a fantastic payoff. Of course, it does not hurt that the acting in this movie is superb. Daniel Kaluuya, who is in Black Mirror, that's really the only thing I've seen him in before, but he is great in this movie. He has a perfect face for this kind of role, because he has a very expressive face. And in a movie like this, where awfully racist things are being said to his face, he has a good reaction to it, but it also feels real. He's not just playing it up. Also, Allison Williams as his girlfriend is really great. I don't know who plays the parents, but they were also very, very well cast. The dad is a complete cornball. The mom is very cold, but also calculating in a way that feels warm at first, but obviously gets revealed to be something a little bit different. The guy from X-Men First Class is her brother, and he's a kooky, fun presence to this movie. This is just a great cast. I will say, though, the breakout star of this movie is probably Laurel Howery. I hope I pronounced his name right. He is the comedic aspect of this movie, and I think he's a stand-up comedian, because I've seen that he has some stand-up on YouTube, and he is a very great comic presence, because he is very funny, he has great timing, he's fast-talking, he just says things, and a funny way, but they're actually like good jokes. I've talked about this before, like in the Pirates movies. Just saying something in a funny way doesn't make it funny. He says it in a funny way with these great jokes, and he really knows how to sell the comedy aspect of this movie, because there are all these very serious things happening, and if the comedy was off, it could honestly sour the very important aspects of the script, but instead it enhances it with this just amazing comedic performance that I think might be underappreciated, because you don't really see very apparently how it enhances the serious parts of this movie. But if you look a little bit deeper, I think you will understand what I'm trying to say here about how his performance really shines and gives light to the other aspects of this movie that are more serious or more relevant to today. And I think that's everything I wanted to say without spoiling. I really wanted to get this review right, because I think this is a very important, relevant, and honestly a crucial film. I think everybody should see this, mainly because of obviously the racial aspect of it, which I've already discussed, but I also think that this is very important for Hollywood, because one, they need to support more black actors, more black directors, more just understanding that not just that there's a black audience, but that black people have things to say about our world, because art is a medium which we express views through so that we can relate them to a larger, more universal audience. And black people have a very important perception, and their perception is just as important as any other directors. And that's why shows like Atlanta and movies like Get Out and albums like To Pimp a Butterfly, really just anything that is rap that is making waves right now, it's just important that these views from these kinds of artists are getting out into the mainstream finally. And it's great that we have movies like Get Out that can show a wider range of people how black people perceive America today, and maybe allows us to get a little closer to where we all really need to be as a society. So, undeniably, I am absolutely going to give Get Out an A+. Just go see this movie, guys. Please, this is a fantastic film, and I would hate for anyone to miss out on this great cinematic experience. Tell me what you all thought about Get Out, comment below. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more great movie reviews. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.